Anthony Joshua break his public silence for the first time since the crash. In a post that was shared to Instagram, the world heavyweight champion released an image alongside what appears to be perhaps the parents of Gami and Ayodele, offering a quiet but powerful tribute to two men.
That people came out to show their respects, but they also came out to support Anthony Joshua, because what must he be going through right now? You know?
Anthony Joshua was overcome with emotion as he attended the funeral of his close friends Sina and Lats Ayodele at London Central Mosque. After being discharged from a Lagos hospital following the tragic crash, AJ returned to the UK carrying immense grief. Known for his strength and composure, this moment showed a deeply human side of the champion as he mourned the brothers he lost. Spencer Fearon's brief moment with Anthony Joshua at the funeral spoke louder than words. In that quiet embrace, the weight AJ carried was impossible to miss. Inside the London Central Mosque, he wasn't a world champion, he was simply a man grieving the loss of brothers he loved deeply. Anthony Joshua's first social media post after the tragedy captured his heartbreak with painful simplicity. Sitting beside the families of Sina and Lats, he wrote just 4 words: "My brother's keeper." It wasn't about boxing or fame. It was a promise of loyalty and remembrance that revealed his raw grief.
I was walking out, because I wasn't going to go say anything to him. I was walking out, then I got tapped on the shoulder. I turned around and it was Anthony Joshua. You know what I mean? And we had a brief chat and a little embrace and that. And then I left. But it was, funerals are never good. But
Johnny Nelson's reflection highlighted just how shaken Anthony Joshua has been by this loss. Sina and Lats weren't just part of his team, they were men he trusted with his life. Their sudden deaths have left AJ mourning not colleagues, but brothers whose absence will forever weigh on him.
And this is Anthony Joshua's first post since the tragic accident, okay? This came from his social media, and of course, if you guys didn't see it in the preview of the video, it was simple but strong and powerful, and it stated, "My brother's keeper." And in this situation, it means that he's going to take care of everything. He's responsible for his brothers.
Tragedy brings questions no one is prepared to answer. For Anthony Joshua, a man trained for battle but not for loss, the pain cuts deep. This moment reminds us that strength in the ring offers no protection from grief, and that life's hardest fights often happen far outside it.
Talk about these 2 young men that lost their lives and their families, how it's affected their families. So you want to concentrate on AJ. How's it going to affect AJ? Instead of concentrating on how's it affected the people that have lost their children.
After the funeral, Anthony Joshua's words reflected a shift deeper than sport or titles. Losing Sina and Lats so suddenly forced him to confront what truly matters. The tragedy reshaped his perspective, reminding everyone that loyalty, memories, and people outweigh any victory in the ring.
You look at it's always the people that are the best, or, you know what I mean, that end up going first. And you examine like, well, why wasn't it me, or why did this have to happen?
Even Jarrell Miller, despite past rivalries, felt the weight of Anthony Joshua's loss. His reaction showed how deeply this tragedy shook the boxing world. This wasn't competition or trash talk, it was shared humanity, as fans and fighters alike saw a champion face unimaginable pain.
This triumph-wide happiness of yourself, a true blessing, is actually making into this earth. Everyone dies at some stage. So I think across the board, one has to be happy inside. No matter about the material possession one owns, how that's a car and a driving. Very, very careful of other people we choose to hang around with and associate them, because you soon become like the people who spend Berserker's hell. The sheep comes around with lions, sheep receive another lie. So pick your friends and your circle wisely. My sister, the kids is,
It starts afresh and horrible, and bluster. Rather than perish, made away, and died. So, look at the environment, it's the same thing.
Johnny Nelson reminded fans that beyond fame and headlines, AJ's friends were real people with families and futures. Losing someone that close in an instant changes everything. This tragedy has forced reflection, not just for Joshua, but for everyone, on how fragile and precious life truly is.
You don't know what other people are going through. And even though AJ,
Name's observation emphasized the sheer brutality of the crash. Anthony Joshua may be a warrior in the ring, but surviving an accident that killed two of his closest allies would shake anyone. The emotional recovery from such trauma may be as challenging as any physical battle he has faced.
It's just sad. It just makes you realise how valuable life is, and how things can change in a heartbeat. So when we talk about fights and we talk about beefs, and these things are just nothing when it comes to real life and losing your life. So it was a sad thing to hear, a sad thing to see. God knows how it'll affect those that saw it mentally, emotionally. But you've got to think about these two men who were somebody's child, someone's brother, and that's what you've got to think about, those people that have lost their lives.
As grief continues, the legal reality surrounding the crash has also emerged. Nigerian authorities have charged the driver involved with dangerous driving after the Lexus SUV collided with a stationary truck. While focus remains on Joshua's loss, the case serves as a reminder of accountability and the devastating consequences of reckless driving.
It's such a severe car accident there. Like, alright, he's lucky enough to still be alive, but fuck me, his body must be going through a lot right there. This is not a man who winces in pain easily, right? He gets punched for a living. And obviously, like, you're supposed to take people out of car accidents like that with great care because you don't want to...
Surviving a crash that killed two of his closest teammates has left Anthony Joshua with wounds no scan can show. Though he escaped with minor injuries, the emotional scars run deep. This is a story of grief, survivor's guilt, and the heavy burden of moving forward when the people you loved most did not.
Real image of both of them together. Now, Nigerian police sources has indicated that Adeniyi will be facing some serious felony charges for reckless driving. And I know a lot of you guys are curious, such as I, on, what would be the punishment or the penalty for reckless driving in Nigeria. So I looked it up, and if you are a reckless driver in Nigeria and you cause a fatality on a federal road, that is up to 7